Hey guys, I am coming to you from a new location. This is my current attic studio type of a thing. And today we are going on an adventure. It is the Great Curtain Search. Ooh. Over here I've got a curtain that I just picked up from Big Lots, but I have a window right here without a curtain, and it makes me very sad. It's kind of a weird shaped window. It's very small, not a normal size. I've looked at stores and haven't found anything that would fit the window. I really want a curtain there because the light comes in from the window and the afternoon sun just hits everything in the room, and I don't want it to fade anything or harm anything. So I really want something that'll kind of block out the light. But I really like sheer things. I love sheer things. So I found a pattern at Bed Bath & Beyond that I loved. I absolutely loved it. It was kind of a creamy, kind of basically a cream sheer, and it had embroidered blue flowers, and it was so cute, but totally girly. And at the time I was looking for living room curtains, and my husband said, no, that's not gonna work. So that's kind of the inspiration I'm taking with me. I'm gonna go to Joann's and look at the fabric. I have made curtains before. I made curtains that are down in my kitchen. They're not perfect. When I do a DIY project, I want it to look good, but I don't care if there's mistakes or if there's imperfections or things aren't straight or anything like that. That's totally cool with me. I just do the best I can. I like to be creative. I like to try new things. If it's not perfect, I don't care. So I'm going to attempt making curtains for this window over here. So I'm going to take you guys to Joann's with me, and we're going to look at fabric. Okay guys, we made it to Joann's, and this is my first time vlogging in public, so we'll see how this goes. Eek! I'm excited! Here we are. So much fabric here. So many choices. I could go for lace. Lace is nice, but probably doesn't block out the sun very much. There's crinkly sheer. Satin. Ooh, I like that. If there could be a fabric named Laura, this would be it. Blue butterflies. I'm finding this to be kind of a hard decision because while it's kind of my office craft space right now, it might end up being a nursery or kids room someday, and of course you don't know if it's girl or boy, so I kind of want it to be gender neutral, but I also want it to have my flair. So as adorable as some of these pink ones are, I think I'm going to stay away from them. Oh, so cute. And even this, I mean, I love this, but it's really little girly-ish, so I'm going to pass. I have picked one that's an option. It's
sheer, but it's a little bit thicker. And it has blue flowers. They're kind of a soft, fuzzy feel. So it has more of a regal look, even though it is girly. And I think it would kind of block out the sun. So I really like this one so far. Looking at the home decor fabrics, and this one is kind of a gold. It has a very similar embroidery style to what I want, but doesn't have enough color. So looking at the home decor stuff here, seeing if anything strikes my fancy. So a decision has been made. It is this blue fabric we're gonna get. I'm gonna get it cut and we'll be on our way.
All right, so I've kind of sketched out what size of my window is, and I figured out that a yard would be plenty. So here it is. It probably looks a little more blue. It's actually kind of a teal color, and it's got kind of a shine to it, which I love, but it is sheer, and it's girly, but it's not like little girly. It's a little more sophisticated. So I got my teal thread, and there was a sale on thread, so I stocked up on a couple other colors I need. And then I was actually really nervous because this fabric is $15 a yard, but it turns out that it was on sale for I believe, yeah, 50% off. So this piece of fabric actually only cost me $7.50, and the thread was like I believe it was $3.29, but there was a buy two get one free. So the 3 threads that I got ended up being still cheaper. Okay, so I have laid the fabric out. So I got it 1 yard of this fabric. So this is the 1 yard they cut, and that's going to be the height. So it's just going to be hemmed on the side. And then this particular bolt of fabric was 58 inches in width, and so that is going to be the width of it. I'm going to sew at the top a pocket rod, pocket for the rod to go through, the curtain rod to go through, and also hem the bottom, and then it will just kind of scrunch up on the curtain rod and make a really cute curtain. So I'm going to start cutting, trimming, and pinning. I want just about half an inch of hem, or I'm not sure if they call it a hem, but on the side of the curtains, and they're lengthwise. So I'm going to just pin and mark, and then go ahead and sew that. I have everything all hemmed up here, pinned up, and I'm ready to sew a straight edge. See how this goes. That was not pretty. My bobbin was doing something a little bit crazy up there, but it's not perfect, but that's okay. I'm not going to fret about it. I'm going to do the same thing for the other side and go from there. that's a little bit better. So there it is. There are the sides. And next we're going to hem the bottom, and then we'll make the pocket rod. I'm going to do about probably a 1/2 inch hem on the bottom, just to make sure that it all works. So I'll pin that up and get that sewed. So the hem is finished. I kept it about 1/2 inch approximately. There it is. And the last step is to take the front, or the top, and figure out how big of a pocket you need for your curtain rod. So I have a really tiny one up there, but I still want to make sure that there's plenty of room, so I'll probably still do about 1 inch of an opening, and then probably about 1/4 of an inch under that. So probably 1.25 inches to 1.5 inches at the top, and then sew straight down, and they will be complete and ready to hang up. So excited! And it is complete. So here's my pocket rod up there, and I think it's just around 1 inch, so that my current rod is really tiny, but if it were to go on a normal curtain rod, probably 1 inch would be good. So I'm just doing it like that, and now let's put it up and see how it looks. Okay, so here's my curtain, here's my rod. Let's slip it in and see how this looks. Just gonna slip it on. Try to do this with one hand. Slip it right on. And oh, I think I'm moving my rod. Okay. Alright, let's see if I can get this to go up. It kind of has a funny hook. Uh-oh, I did move it. There we go. Little hooks. And adjusting it a little bit. This rod is really old, so it kind of bends in the middle. But there we go. The light is coming through, so you can't really see really well, but it fits very nicely up at the top. It's a little bit scrunched. Oh, I didn't cut my threads off. And it comes down to, let's see, the window ends right here, and then the curtain actually comes down here, so it's a little bit bigger than the window, which is exactly how I wanted it. And it just looks really nice. Like, you know, yeah, my stitching isn't perfect, but overall I think it looks great, and I love the look as the light comes through. Like, that is beautiful, and I love it because, you know, I can still see out and I can still move my curtains and stuff, but it kind of just shades the window. It's not nearly as bright of a light as it was before, which is the entire purpose of the curtain. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. It's so pretty. I just can't stop staring at it. And that actually didn't take me very long. I did all the sewing in one sitting. It maybe took an hour. And I had some trouble with my machine, so if my machine had been working right, and if I had known how to use my machine, because this is kind of the first time I've actually really used it, it would have gone much quicker because it would have just been 4 straight seams. So I am super excited. I love crafting, and like I said before, I am not a professional crafter by any means. I am not a perfectionist. I do DIYs because I love doing them and because I love crafting and I love trying new things. So if you're a perfectionist, you can do this way better than I can, but I just wanted to show you how I did it and my journey, and I have curtains. Yay! So thanks for coming along on this journey. I am so glad that you came with me. Thanks for being a part of this, and I'll see you next week for more fun. Bye. a little bit is really going to do that much damage.